My subscriber Jamal Ross sent me this article, and he titled the email that he sent me "The Truth Hurts." And by the time I get through this video or halfway through it, you'll understand why he titled it that. So you're looking at the picture of two books. One is called All American Boys, and the other one is called The Hate U Give. Now, the Hate U Give book is actually coming out in October as a movie, and they made an adaptation of it in a film, and it's coming out on October 19th. And I actually learned about that a few months ago, probably late last year, when they were still filming the movie. And if you look at the letters, the first initials in The Hate U Give, it spells out thug going down the side. I thought that was very interesting. Now, the book The Hate U Give basically talks about police brutality, and based on the previews I saw for the movie, because I saw the trailer for it, is about someone who gets killed by the police, and then it just, it basically art imitating life, or life imitating, or however you want to put it. But I heard about this All American Boys one is talking about where another person faces, police brutality and is badly beaten by the cops. Now, the reason why I'm bringing both of these books up in particular is because a school in South Carolina, they enlist this summer reading program, like a lot of schools did back in the day, and I didn't know schools still did that, but I'm glad they do. And this is actually really risky for a school in South Carolina, considering what kind of state South Carolina is, or the Carolinas as a whole, both North and South. So we see the correlation between both books. So guess who's mad? The damn cops are mad about this, because they saying that this is indoctrinating the students down there to hate or have a distrust in the cops. To be quite honest, they didn't even have to have them reading both of these books for them to have a distrust in the cops, to be completely honest. All they got to do is look at on the news, on social media especially. Hell, you can look at my daggone videos, and you'll see that the distrust that people have in cops is definitely there. Basically, they're showing that they want people to like them while they are still being wicked towards them. And I'm also curious what high schools they are targeting, or what high school that, what's the demographic, like, race-wise. See, it's one thing when they have black people who don't like the police, but they cannot lose the trust of white folks not liking them. They can't have that, because they know if they lose the stronghold that they have over white people, that's a wrap. See, quiet as it's kept, the police, or the fraternal order of the police, are like puppet masters, and majority of white folks are their puppets. They need white people to parrot that Blue Lives Matter shtick as much as possible, even if they don't believe it, because it'll ingrain into other people that the police are not all bad, even though we know a good 99.99 and a few more 9% of them are. They know what they do is wrong, but they cannot afford their fan base, as I like to call it, to feel otherwise. Like I said, it's one thing if they have black people feeling a certain type of way. That's one thing, because they could care less. But they need the quote-unquote ruling class to always be on their side. An analogy I can use with this one is with the gay community. They need the support of a lot of women, in particular, whether they are straight, gay, or lesbian, or whatever they identify as, to be on their side, to keep their stuff propped up, especially the people who are gay and black, because that's their fan base. That's why when you see a lot of, I've noticed that when it comes to that community, when they have black women who say they don't agree with their lifestyle, they don't attack them as hard as they would say a heterosexual black man. Theirs more is an attack, but almost a shock at the same time. Like, how could you not be on our side? And so on and so forth. That's how I could relate it to this. They need white people on their side. They can't force to have white people saying that the police are this, that, and the third in the same tone that black people say that police are this, that, and the third. They can't afford that. They'll have some slip through the crack, and what's going to end up happening is when they do that, they'll say, oh, they're liberal, they're anti-American. They'll call them names and all types of things. It's so predictable. But like Jamal Ross said, the truth hurts. And now they want them to remove these books as soon as possible. I said that's fine that they want them to remove the books, but the books are considered bestsellers. So now the books are out there, whether they remove them or not, people are going to go and still look at the books. They can pull it up online, or they might be able to order it from Amazon or what have you and still read it. What are they going to do? Ban it? Sure, they may be able, if they can ban it from the school, that's one thing, but they can't ban it from their homes. And it's like the material is out there. If they don't get it from here, they're going to get it from somewhere else. Like I said, that the Hate U Give book is turning into a movie. It's being adapted. The movie's done. It's coming out in October. It's probably going to get a lot of eyes. Let's see. They know it's geared to mostly towards the black community, but they don't want a lot of white people looking at it. I'll give you another example. I saw the first Purge. I went to their Instagram page and was reading the comments. I saw a lot of people said towards the top of the comments, oh, it was a good movie. I really like this movie. I really like this movie. Then toward the midway through the comments, I heard people say the movie was whack. They hated it. And then when I kept reading it, I saw white people started to leave comments, and then they went into a whole diatribe of why they didn't like it, when they could have just summed it up into 2 words. They hated that they felt there was a political or a race-based type movie. I'm like, did y'all not watch the first 3 Purge movies? They kind of tackled on the 3 things that you didn't like in that one. It's just on this one, now we can actually see where it all stemmed from. Because a lot of them don't even believe a race war is upon us, or that we're in one right now. Or maybe they do, but they're playing naive. I tell you, they're very good at acting. Some of the best actors in the world, in the worst of circumstances, of course. But yeah, the truth hurts. It is what it is. The information's out there. It's free information. Hey, do with it what you must. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. If you would like to donate to the channel, the PayPal link is down in the description, as well as the link to my Patreon account. I'll talk to you in the next one.